Hi, everyone. It's Shukrani Gray, the African American Resource Collection, Equity and Inclusion Librarian of the New Orleans Public Library, your host for this week's Black History Under the Canopy. This week I chose a movie by Bell Hooks, and I chose her because when I was coming up in the 80s and the 90s, Bell Hooks was what everybody was talking about. A lot of the cultural analysis that we've seen in movies come from some of her books. She is a feminist, she's an author, she's a social activist, and she is a professor. Let me get my notes. She was a distinguished professor of English at the City College of New York, and she is now at Loyal Jones Appalachian Center in Berea College, revisiting her Southern roots. But she analyzes love and relationships in the Black community. She talks about feminism and how it applies to Black women. She is just amazing. So I said this movie that we're going to watch this week is interesting because it tells about her theories from her words. It's actually an interview with her. And there's two parts to this movie. So let's get to it. So here we are in Kanopy. And if you have two ways that you can get to the movie. You can go to our events page and click on it, or you can go to Kanopy through the New Orleans Public Library webpage in our e-resources page, and it'll take you to our Kanopy homepage, which looks like this. Let's wait for the internet. Ooh, there we go. It looks like this. So if you're here, you can just go Bell Hooks, and it'll be the one right at the top. So our movie is Bell Hooks' Cultural Criticisms and Transformations. Now, part one is really where she explains to us her theories about cultural criticism and transformation, how it's important for us to be able to analyze pop culture, popular culture, so that that includes movies, a lot of the popular stories that are in the news, TV shows, and now I guess it would be social media as well. This movie is kind of dated, but the information is so important. I was like, nope, we're going to use it. And we don't often get to hear a woman's voice on cultural criticisms. So part two talk well, what she does with part two is she shows us how to use her theories so that we can be enriched learners, and so that we can be informed when we're watching these images that are pushed to us through TV, through movies, through videos, through these bigger corporations, and really think behind the message that's given to us. So the message behind the message. I think it's so exciting how she's talking about these issues. So the movie is 1 hour and some change. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. And it is brought to us by Media Education Foundation. And both parts are in that one movie. So it's going to do part one, and then there's a small pause, which I like because it allows you to stop and really kind of marinate on the information that you got. If you're with other people or you're doing this as a group, a small group, then it gives you a time to really like have a discussion about the ideas that she presents in the movie. And then the second part, she gives us specific examples like the OJ trial. She talks about Spike Lee. So she gives us some examples of how she's using this critical analysis in these pop culture situations, so that we can be more informed, so that we can be more effective as we transform ourselves and our communities for the better. So I wanted to also give you, if you're interested in Bell Hooks, she's amazing. She's written, like I said, 14 books. Now I want to take this moment to introduce you to Overdrive, which is our ebook collections. And so if we go into the library catalog, this is the library's homepage that we see. If we go to the library's catalog and we search Bell Hooks, the first 4 books that come up are audiobooks. Oh, I'm sorry, ebooks. So this icon right here, the little book, lets you know that's an ebook. Just giving you a little information about how to use our catalog. So this is All About Love, one of her books, and you can check the availability, and you can see this one is all checked out. Yes, all, even ebooks can be all checked out. And so if you see that, what you're going to do is you're going to place a hold, and they're going to give you a message that says this book is available. So we have 4 books that I want to recommend. All About Love, Feminism is for Everybody. These are all bell hooks books. This one is an audio book. Feminism is for Everybody. You can tell by this icon right here. Feminism is for Everybody is an audio book, which I happen to love. And then we have The Will to Change, which is another ebook. And then finally, we have Teaching to Transgress. So if you find that you really like this Kanopy video, and you want to learn more about bell hooks, we got you. Of course, we have those books as well that I just mentioned as physical books, so you can check out the books after you watch this movie. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Now, I should warn you that this video does contain some adult language, some graphic violence, and nudity. So this may be something that you watch with other adults or with supervision with children. So enjoy.